Hello. Cheers to everybody waking up this morning. Um, I wanted to do a video. I'm on vacation. I wanted to do video about this subject. I've tried several times. I'm kind of a perfectionist, a little bit, not too much, but anyway. Um, um, I have two subjects I want to talk about today with you guys. As you know, I love Paiste symbols, and so I want to talk to you a little bit about them, stuff that you don't usually hear. I'm going to be reading a little bit to you, just because the information is there's so much of it, and it's just so awesome, and I don't want to mess it up and waste your time. So I'm going to be reading stuff to you, but it's really, really. If you're one of those people that doesn't like to go out and read stuff, but you'd rather just listen to it like an audio tape or something, this is going to be the video for you. There's just a lot of information. One of which is the innovations of Paiste. We underestimate the industry. Has kind of forgotten that. I feel that it should be out there, more seriously. What Paiste has done for the cymbal industry and for drummers all over the world. How Paiste single-handedly improved drummers' lives, and improved, expanded upon. I don't know how to say it. Gave them sound that they never knew existed, in such a way that was easily accessible and in a quality format. I mean, I'm going to go through it anyway. That's number one, Paiste innovations. I'm going to go through the whole list. I have a special list, and when I get a little bit of money, I'm going to put it up on the wall and stare at it in the morning with my cup of coffee, because it's just amazing. And then the second thing we're going to do today is I'm going to talk about how to read Paiste serial numbers, because that is, I still haven't memorized it. I have a good idea of it now, but we're going to do that. So let's get started here. Paiste innovations. Get ready. It's intense. All right, so here's the list. I'm serious. This is some heavy-duty innovation. The first time I saw this, I was just, my mouth dropped. I was just, you have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Is this true, And look it up. Now, I'm not busting on any of the other cymbal companies, certainly not Zildjian. Zildjian is awesome. Sabian is awesome. I'm not busting on them. But I want to give credit where credit is deserved. And Paiste, not only do they make unbelievable cymbals, but they are a part of the innovation of the cymbal industry. And that has catered to and serviced all the other cymbal companies in the industry, to do their stuff. Mino, notably, is like the brother of Paiste, hardcore, like really close. Anyway, that's another video. Here's the list. Here they are. Okay, so here we go. Paiste cymbal series timeline. This is from what I picked off online, nf/drums.com. And so this guy must be like a Paiste nut, and I love him for it. I love him for having put this here. This is just so awesome. So this is his. It's not me that has put this together. So the credit is to this man or woman, whoever it is. So here you go. Ready? Here we go. And look at the list. The list is it's crazy. Look at that again, innovations and things. But it's not all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get sick. I'm going to jump over stuff that's not innovative and go to the innovative stuff that he has practically made in bold. Although I think some other stuff is innovative, but technically speaking, these are the innovations in this gigantic list. So here we go. Well, the list starts, I should say this, the list starts in 1906. From 1906 to 1931, early, this is when Paiste officially comes on the map and starts making custom symbols. So 1906. So Paiste has been around for a long time. They didn't just jump on the wagon suddenly, you know. They've been around as long as Zildjian, at least Zildjian's presence in America. But people should understand that Paiste, you can look this up too. Paiste just didn't suddenly have a revelation in 1906. Is that what that said? Yeah, and then suddenly make symbols. They were taught by, as everybody kind of was, by the countries in Istanbul, Constantinople, Turkey. I don't know what it was called at the time when, that's it kind of blossomed out from there in our recorded history. So anyway, that's when they first got on the map. 1930, let's get right into it. 1930, first company to designate and plan specific models in production. The first company to actually sit down and say, we're going to have a series. We're going to have a series that's going to be on production, and we're going to sell this series to the masses, to the drummers. The first company to just organize themselves and say, we're not just going to bust out unique symbols, that have no common, that make, no common diameters, no common thicknesses, no common metals, no, we're going to attack this logically and make it easy for people to enjoy this first series. Kind of like a plan of action, and put it on a production line. First series, 1930. I'm skipping over stuff that I would love to talk about. Anyway, going to 1947. First company to produce more than one class of symbol quality. So now, production's going well, and now we're going to do different qualities for beginners, for advanced, for professional, quote-unquote, players. Not in those three, categories, but certainly in that concept. Paiste. You might hear me say incidentally Paiste, because in the 80s I was saying Paiste. People all over my town were saying Paiste. I kind of like Paiste, the sound of it, but I think that technically it's Paiste. Anyway. Skipping over wonderful stuff. Anyway, 1949. First use of Chinese-style symbols for drum set. Are you kidding me? When I saw that, I thought it was Zildjian that had done the Chinese, like the swish, in the big band. But this is, saying 1949, first use of Chinese-style symbols for drum set. That's amazing. Maybe what they mean by that is in the production line, because Chinese-style symbols, obviously they got it from China. It existed in China. So this means what? I guess this means that they had put it on the production line, and they were actually going to technically, officially produce a Chinese-style symbol. Officially, not just, I'm going to bang this out for Joe down the street, Skipping ahead, past wonderful things. 1963. First use, and this is the one that goes right to my heart. First use of 8% bronze, which is, it looks like CUSN8. It sounds like cousin, cousin 8. 8% bronze. Which, what is that? I want to say that that's the B8. Copper 92% copper, and 8% tin, right? 1963. And then thus comes the Istanbul 65, where you can see that I have that video. Check that out, and it explains all of that. So they were the first ones to apply that, which is what I said in the other video. Paiste says, okay, that's it. B20, it's wonderful, but we're going to, something happened. Maybe the guy had a dream or something, and all of a sudden Paiste goes from this direction to B8. 1967. Invention of the wavy edge hi-hat cymbal, bottom cymbal, the sound edge, right? Which now I'm kind of in love with. I wish I had one. I don't. I have just the vintage Paiste 2002s in the 70s. But they're the ones that made the idea to put that sound edge on the bottom hat, which then companies all over the place are doing it now. Paiste. And it's an amazing sound. Records phenomenally. It's amazing. Amazing. Let's continue. 1968. Invention of the bell-less flat ride cymbal. Are you kidding me? Like, I, again, thought that was Zildjian. And it wasn't. Apparently, to this guy, look it up. If I'm wrong, incidentally, if I'm ever wrong on any of these videos, and sometimes I look back, I go like, Jonathan, what the heck were you saying? That's not right. Or you were confused. Like one time I was like, I think in another video I was like, Alex Van Halen's sticks everywhere. And I was actually meant to say cymbals everywhere. If I ever make a mistake in what I'm saying, I'm not God here. You tell me, feel free to just write it in. I love talking about it anyway. Say, hey, but I mean, my intentions are in the right place. So getting back, 1968. Invention of the bell-less flat ride cymbal. Now, I love flat rides. I have one up here. This is a 602 flat ride. Flat rides are awesome. I thought that was a Zildjian innovation, but it wasn't. And it's funny. Some of this stuff seems so obvious to me. Like 1968, it took the guy 68 years roughly. What is it? 62 years to say, let's not put the bell there. That's kind of weird for me. It's like the chain. They had to look at a timpani to put the chain on the pedal when they could have just seen a bike going down the street and triggering that. I don't know. But anyway, it took them that long to understand, to come up with that concept. Actually, now that I think of it, it probably was for the demand. Inventions are often like that, the inventor makes stuff based on what is in demand. So if the clients aren't asking for this kind of sound, which is what you get with a flat top ride cymbal, then that's okay. It's cool. I love flat tops though. They're awesome. Bell-less, they say flat rides. Oh, here we go. 1970. I don't know if this was an innovation, but it is in bold here. He says serial number, 6-digit serial number in 1970. Which is nicely brings us into the whole serial number thing. 6 digits is 1970s Paiste symbol. So if you see a Paiste symbol with 6 digits on it, your chances are you have something in the 1970s. So I guess what it looks like he's saying here is that Paiste was the first company to put serial numbers and catalog their inventory, and not just like dish them out, which is a crucial step when you have a lot of stuff, to keep track of what you're doing and not to. And anyway, it's marketing stuff anyway, and for inventory. But anyway, keep going. I'm not big on that stuff. Wonderful stuff. I'm passing giant beats and crazy. 1979. First use of high-tech cymbal press machine for budget cymbals, which is awesome. I didn't think that either. Zildjian notoriously is one of those companies that they pride themselves on taking a ball of lava, a ball of hot metal, and banging the goonies out of it, you know, and getting it really flat. And I remember we used to, drummers growing up in the 90s used to pride ourselves on having cymbals that were done like that, and disregarding cymbals that were printed, out of a ply of metal, when it just comes down and like Terminator kind of thing. Now it's less important for me. I want the cymbal. If the cymbal sounds good, that's, if they had to bring an alien in to make it, it doesn't bother me. If it sounds good and it makes me feel good when I play it. So apparently, they're the first ones to do that. I mean, this is serious stuff. This list already, to 1979, it gives you an outline. If you want to become a company, it gives you an outline of stuff that needs to be put in place. I should do another video of Zildjian to see what stuff, and to compare and see if this is really, because this is amazing. Anyway, in 1980, this is crazy, first use of pad printing machine for logos. So, holy moly, Paiste is really unbelievably attacking their desire to put out symbols in an organized fashion for beginners and pros and advanced and amateurs, for everybody. They are seriously involved with this. It's just not like some guy in a garage pumping out symbols because he likes to do it. There's another agenda here. Obviously making money with the business, but I think that, they like symbols and they take it seriously. And when people take things seriously, they do stuff like this. They want and how many Paiste symbols, you talk like with the Sample 65 video, you see the explosion of romantic music that came out in the 80s with the Paiste symbol, with the B8s. So, thank you, Paiste. Thank you. And now, keep going. 1984, this is a fun one. You see how the industry is starting to change. 1984, first use of color-coded symbols. So that's when I'm a Paiste fan, but that's when I start losing, interest, because not with Paiste, but with the industry. Color coding symbols is great, but it's obviously not for the sound. It's for the picture, and it's for the passion of it. Okay, but to an extent, it's that's just me. You might have a different feel. That's just me. It keeps going, and obviously they have innovations within their own company. Dating back that maybe other companies had done, but personally on how they're growing, they're innovating themselves. And this list is proof to that, how seriously they want to grow and have grown, and affected all of us in amazing ways. So skipping ahead here, that last one was first use of color 1984. It jumps to 1996. Then they put the serial number 8 digits. So that seems like an innovation within Paiste. But anyway, 8 digits. And then it trickles off to 2009. As most of the innovations, as most of the innovations have, you can only put so many tires on a car before you got to say, it works. We don't need to do that anymore. So go back and listen to all that stuff. Check out this guy, www.nf dash, not a slash, but a dash in the middle, drums.com, Paiste fan page. And thank you, whoever, that guy, serious it looks like he is from, there's some German or something up here. It might even be from, I don't know where it's from, but anyway, check it out. I'll probably do another one for Zildjian. I love both these companies, but I have turned my direction has gone to the B8 thing, and since Paiste is a major B8 symbol company, I'm in love with them. If Zildjian were to become a B8 symbol company, I'd be in love with them too. I was just in love with the B8 thing, and just so happens that Paiste is the one that's really doing it well. You know, really in the same way that they did all their innovations, it seems like they really sat down and thought about and compared notes and trial and error and worked out the B8 process, the you know, and made it to sound good, you know, and it's just amazing. It's amazing. So Pisces are just, thank you, Pisces. The next subject, I'm going to take a drink of water, or some coffee. I am a coffeeaholic. I think like a lot of drummers are. Since I started to drive, as soon as I could drive, I would drive to the coffee shop and then go to school. Coffee, I don't know what it is with coffee, but I'll find a lot of drummers like that. So now I'm going to read to you the second part of this video. It's about how to read serials of Pisces symbols, which I was always confused about, and I'm getting a little better, but I still have to go back and look this up. And like I said, if you're one of those kind of like audio tape people, this was going to be nice for you. I am too sometimes. So this is how to read the Pisces symbols. Now, we already heard that 1970s is when the 6-digit number came about, right, on the serial. So any Pisces symbol that you get, you know, whether it's a Ludwig standard or whether it's a Dixie symbol, an S12 symbol, anything, any, or just, you know, Istanbul 65, any Pisces symbol that you get that doesn't have the serial, you can safely, I mean, look at it obviously, but you can safely assume that it's pre-1970 without much error, you know. There's no police on this matter, so, you know, we're all generally nice about it, but not much error with that. So after 1970 is when the 6 digits come along. I'm going to read to you the rest here. So here we go. This one is coming from the Pearl Drummers Forum. I found it very handy. You can go to Symbol Wiki or other sites, but there's a guy on Pearl Drummer Forum that has uploaded it in like just a short burst, resuming everything that you find in major detail with pictures and everything on Symbol Wiki. It's awesome. It's really awesome that they have done that too. We're just going crazy with the archiving of all of this information. So anyway, so this is, you know, going quickly here. He says here, with the 6 serial numbers, the Pisces stance, and the first number tells the year. The Pisces stance, and the first number tells the year. Maybe it meant stamp, and the Pisces stamp. The first number tells the year. So 6 serial numbers, the first one is the year. Obviously 1970, 71, 72, 73, 74. So if it's like 456729, then it's 1974 because there's 6 numbers there. He says serials with no lettering above them are from the 70s. So if you have a serial number, which I have, yeah, which I've often said, my Paiste hi-hats, there's no lettering. There's no lettering, and it says 011026. So you want to say that this is 1971. And I read somewhere else, which he doesn't say here, that if it's German made, that digit, that doesn't apply. But this is Switzerland, so this does apply. So this, in all intents, from what it appears, this is 1971 vintage Paiste 2002 hi-hats. And what I also like to do, and you forget this, I've never thought of this when I was a little kid, they match them. They match the hi-hats. So if this is correctly matched, which it is, which I knew that, I'm just over-exaggerating, it says the top says 011026, and the bottom says 011027. My heart just melted. So that's right. That's right. Cha-ching, they're real ones. These are the real ones. Why is that important? That's important because Paiste is serious about it. They're just not putting 2002's 14-inch top bottom based on grams and putting them together. They're listening to them and saying this one goes with that one and putting it together. So that model that I have was originally put together by somebody in Paiste in their factory that said that one needs to go with that one. You know, that's the way it was intended. And and look, it sounds phenomenal. So going on, the guy says from 1980 to 1991 or so, the lettering was in capital letters. So you have Paiste in big capital letters. And 6 digits. So do I have one of those? I do. I have I have a few of them actually. These ones should do it. This is probably a little later because I gotta find one when I have one, but the thing is, it says 505 on it. So when you have Paiste and the series, that is something else. Wait a second. Along with, okay, so yeah, now I'm on symbol.wiki, and it says starting in 1981, Paiste started to be stamped above the serial number, often along with the series. So that was right. That was good enough. So this one is one of them, and I got two of these. This one is my Paiste 505, made in Switzerland. Yeah, Swiss made. And it says it says Paiste 505 here, right? 635078. So that would mean what would that mean? The first number is the year. I'm in the 80s because the name is there. So this is 1986. Let's look at my other one. If I did this with my kid here, he would be banging them all over the place. I couldn't. Anyway. This is same deal. Now this one is German made. Paiste 505 stamped in. It's a little worn out. It's okay. It says 294063. So this is German made. This is it should be 1982. Because it has the print, the Paiste logo, the Paiste stamp, Paiste in capital letters with the series, 1982. It's funny because this one looks in better shape, 1982. And this one is 1986. I don't know if you see the difference can you see the difference? It's not because they're dirty. I mean, it is a little dirty, this one. But this one is Switzerland, or Swiss. This one is Germany. I'm saying what is printed on the symbol, made in Germany. And so obviously different, something's different, the water's different, you know what I'm saying? There you go. So moving on. Then what does it say? Then it says, from there onward, they use the stylized lettering. So Paiste, with 6 digits, would be 1904. And in 1995, they went from 6 digits to 8 digits. I have one like that. My flanger symbol is like this. And my signature too, but I can do it with the flanger. I can show you. Which one is this? This is the flanger. So the flanger symbol, now here's a flanger symbol, which is freaking awesome. Wow. So the Paiste they call it the style high-low style, where you have one letter up and another letter down and up and down and up instead of flat. So they're saying from onward, they use the stylized lettering from onward. So after 1980, well, when that occurs, it's usually it looks like it's in the 90s, right? When you see that, you're in the 90s. If it's flat, you're definitely in the 80s, or in line. That's an 8-digit number. Now this one, there's a lot of digits on this number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the 8-digit number. So in 1995 or so, he says, they went from 6 to 8 digits. So this is, the number tells where the first 2 numbers tell the year. And the lettering has no longer anything to do with decades. So the first 2 numbers tell a year. So this is 01. So this would be, with the high-low style, 1991. Paiste flanger ride. So there you go. And then he says 1, 2. All right. So, oh no, wait. No, it's not 91 because I made a mistake. Because what about 2003, for example, or 2001? This is actually a 2001 symbol because it has the 8 digits. If it had 6 digits with the high-low letters, then it would be 91. But it has the 8 digits, and the 8 digits occurred after 95. So that means that this one, having it 01, is a 2001 symbol. There you go. See, it's confusing. You got to sit and think for a second before you think, but it's all right, 2001. Now, check this out. I have, please don't stop. I have so many here. I have a pre-serial, which obviously Istanbul 65 is a pre-serial. And this one, my 404, which I love to play. I love this. I love it. This one has the Paiste stamp, which is here, Paiste 404. It has the star with the moon. I'm pretty sure that says Swiss made. It says it's so light. No, it says it says trademark, but it's so light, and it does say Swiss made above the 404. But there is no, and you know what's very interesting is because this one above the 404 is the Paiste logo, but like, high-low. But this one does not have a serial number, across from the logo, that's where they are. Not at all. So it's pre-serial. So technically, it should be before the 7. It should be in the 70s. 404, when I go back to my list here, 404s were introduced. I really freaking love this guy for having done this. Were introduced in 1974. That's an easy way to remember that. Freaking love this guy. So, 1974 to 1979. It says the print is the black label, which this must have been. There must have been a black print, which is gone. A hand stamp. 2002 bronze bead, and from Switzerland. That's exactly what I have. So this one is pre-serial. That's what they call them, pre-serials in the 70s. 404, which is John Bonham time. Pink, I want to say Pink Floyd, but definitely John Bonham time. I wonder if my 2002s, let's check these out. So these have serials. Did I do this? Yeah. No, I looked at the vintage hats. These ones, this is the black label. I know I can still see it. And it says 603773744. So this is 1986. I'm sorry, 1976. 1976. Pre-serial is before 70s. No, I'm sorry. I remember another guy, his name is Terry. He is awesome. I love that guy too. He's a big Paiste enthusiast. Bonzolium. Check it out. It's so great. I think I could just talk to him for hours. And he does talk to everybody for hours. He's great. He had said that Pisces, I recall him saying Pisces had a moment where they forgot to write the serials down or something. It was in the middle of their production, and all of a sudden there was no serials, which is weird. But this is not the case. There's no Paiste over top, so that suggests that it's in the 70s. And this one is pre-70s, the 404. This one is in the 70s. This is 1976, right? That's right, 1976. Vintage Paiste 2002 black label. And I have another one that I'm in love with, which is I just want to see it, and then we're good to go here. I'll show you that one. I can find it. Sweet Mary, where are you at? I have two of them because I'm just so in love with them that and they're just so awesome. I just seriously could play them all day. Look, here's the two. They're unbelievable. They're just these vintage 2002s. I don't know if you said when I was back in the States, I used to love Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kremes. If you gave me a box of donuts and said, which one are you gonna do first? Are you gonna take a bite out of that, or are you gonna hit that symbol? I'd hit the symbol first. I love these things. I love them. And then in the resonance, I'd eat my donut. So this one says, check this out. This one, Paiste 2002 black label, Switzerland. It says 947404. So 94. So 9. There's no Paiste over top. So we're talking 79. 79. And so if you get the logo over top, it starts to really, the logo is 80s over top. Without the logo, it's 70s. And without the serial, it's pre-70s. And then now I'm obviously not going into the moment when now symbols, it's amazing where they're laser engraving the symbol. Which that's really amazing. I mean, you can't really complain about that. It's not as cozy feeling as the guy, next to a fireplace going bang with putting this Paiste stamp in there, but it's still, it's serious, and it's nice. That's nice. But this is before all of that. So really, thanks for listening here. I want to give credit where credit is deserved. Pearl Drummers Forum, the guy posted this. This guy was Akahito. It says location Turkey, Finland. He posted that. He says he's a simple-minded fool. He posted that. And to resume it to where I got information, I also went to symbol.wiki, right? And that, you can go there and they have pictures, and it's awesome. They just have pictures of all of the different labels and the serial numbers, all that stuff, and it makes it very easy. And then this guy, if you're listening, dude, I love you. www.nf/drums.com, Paiste fan page, timeline, and he has it all there. And if you ever have any doubts about it, I mean, not now, like past 2003 or something, it just kind of, 2009, he goes up to 2009. So anyway, there you go. What a ton of information, Paiste timeline, and the serials. Happy holidays, happy symbol searching. I got that bug about, like, you could feel that voice. It's like you need either another symbol or another drum or something. I can feel that. It's amazing. That joke where there's like, the symbol, the voices in my head are telling me to buy another symbol. I'm getting that. That's really true. Anyway, happy drumming, and happy holidays to everybody around in the world. Hope everybody's staying safe as best as most as possible. Anyways, thanks for watching. More soon. Ciao.